Hello everyone, my name is David. Today we are going to explain a movie named Outbreak Released in 1995, so sit with some popcorns, relax, and enjoy this movie. At the beginning of the story, the US Army is shown in the African jungle fighting against rebels. Suddenly, a brigadier and a major arrive. They have been called here not because of the fight, but because the US Army is troubled by a disease. The brigadier and the major take a sample from a patient. After that, they are taken outside, where many dead bodies are lying. They are informed that the patient inside is in the first stage of the disease. The brigadier reassures them that there is no need to worry. Medical facilities will soon be delivered to them by helicopter. Afterward, both the brigadier and the major depart by helicopter. A while later, a helicopter arrives and drops something by parachute, but it is actually a large bomb that completely destroys the area. A dangerous virus had spread in this place, so the entire area was obliterated to prevent the virus from reaching the outside world. After the destruction of this place, it is shown that some monkeys come out of this place. 28 years after the event, we are shown Colonel Sam Daniels, who is a virologist. Colonel Sam and his team are sent to a small tribe in Africa. Upon arrival, they see that many people have died. They reach the tribe's infirmary and see that many people are sick and in bad condition. One of Sam's men starts to feel suffocated by what he sees and tries to remove his helmet. Sam tells him not to, but he takes it off anyway. Sam immediately orders everyone to isolate him. Then a man comes and tells Sam that the virus is not airborne. "You arrived too late. The whole village has been destroyed." Sam asks who the first patient was. The man explains that a boy from the tribe was working in the forest with a white man. When the boy returned, he drank water from the tribe's well. After that, everyone started getting sick. The virus kills a person within 2 days. Sam asks if anyone from the tribe had left. The man explains that even if someone had left, they would have died because the nearest tribe is 50 miles away and no infected person could survive long enough to make the journey. After this, Sam returns to America and informs Brigadier Billy about the entire situation. Brigadier Billy is the same person who, 28 years ago, teamed up with Major Donald to blow up the entire place where the virus had spread. Now, Brigadier Billy doesn't trust Sam's words. He said, "You have warned me twice before, but both times you were wrong. And anyway, this virus is so deadly that an infected person dies quickly, so no infected person can go out and infect another person." Then, Sam goes to the lab and tests the blood samples brought from the tribe in the forest. He discovers that it is the same virus that spread 28 years ago. This virus is called Motaba. Next, it is shown that some people catch a monkey and bring it to America on a ship. An animal smuggler catches the monkey and plans to sell it. The monkey spits water into the smuggler's mouth. Later, the smuggler takes the monkey to a pet shop, and the monkey bites the shop owner's hand. There is a banana in the monkey's cage, half of which is eaten by another monkey in a nearby cage. The pet shop owner refuses to buy the monkey, saying, "I told you I wanted a male monkey, but this is a female, so I can't buy this monkey." The smuggler has to release the monkey into the wild. Then he boards a flight to Boston. During the flight, this person's condition deteriorates significantly, and upon arrival at the airport, his wife comes to receive him and kisses him, but his condition worsens even. Now Dr. Roberta is shown, who is Colonel Sam's wife. When she receives his report, she takes the first flight to Boston. She goes to him and learns that he works in the animal department. She then asks him, "Did you catch any animal?" But before he can respond to Roberta, he dies. Additionally, his wife who kissed him also falls gravely ill and dies shortly after. Roberta calls her husband, Colonel Sam, to inform him about this. He says, "I warned everyone, but nobody believed me. This must be the Motaba virus, the same one that was in the African jungles and has now reached America." The owner of the pet shop, who was bitten by a monkey, is shown next. He also falls ill, along with another monkey that ate the leftover banana from the first monkey. The pet shop owner is taken to the hospital where his blood samples are sent to the lab, where the lab worker gets busy watching the match after putting the sample in the machine. He opens the lid without turning off the machine, causing the blood tube to burst and all the blood to fall on his mouth. The same lab worker goes to watch a movie with his girlfriend in the evening where there are many people. The lab worker starts feeling unwell there, and when he coughs, droplets from his mouth are inhaled by several people, infecting many and causing it to start spreading like a pandemic. Meanwhile, Dr. Roberta and her team are shown to be happy that no cases have been reported in the last 24 hours, indicating that the virus hasn't spread. Just then, they receive a fax from California informing them that a strange disease is rapidly spreading there. Roberta realizes that this is the same virus that was found in Boston. Roberta and her team arrive in California. Sam also wants to go to California, but the brigadier doesn't want him involved because he doesn't want the world to know that 28 years ago, he and a major had killed all the soldiers to prevent the virus from spreading. However, Sam doesn't listen to him and arrives in California, where they discover through extensive study that the person in California with the virus is a pet shop owner. This means that the animal carrying the virus is in that pet shop, and if the animal is in the same pet shop where the virus was initially found, it would also have antibodies in its body, meaning the ability to fight this virus. If they can capture that animal, they can test it and develop a cure for the virus. Roberta and her team go to the lab. They see that a monkey there is very sick. She tells her colleague that this can't be the monkey because if it already had the natural virus, it wouldn't be sick. Still, we need to take a blood sample from it. Meanwhile, Sam is shown going to the brigadier and informing him that the Motaba virus has started spreading through the air because it has evolved. You need to quarantine the entire city. There's chaos everywhere, and the city is sealed off from all sides to prevent any infected person from leaving. Outside the hospital, it is shown that the brigadier has sent a truckload of medicines. 28 years ago, when this virus spread, a vaccine was developed. The vaccine is given to all patients, but it doesn't work on anyone because the virus has now evolved, its variant has changed, and the vaccine was made for the original virus 28 years ago. However, when the same medicine is given to the sick monkey, it completely recovers. Because he got sick from the banana that the monkey with the first stage of the virus had eaten, and this medicine was made for that stage. Sam realizes that the military already knew about the Motaba virus, but had kept it hidden from them. Now, a doctor on Sam's team becomes infected with the virus, and when Sam's wife Roberta gives him an injection, the syringe accidentally pricks her hand due to his excessive movement, and she doesn't tell Sam about it. However, when she is washing her hands, Sam comes in and sees that she has been pricked by the syringe. This means she will get infected too. Sam then goes directly to the brigadier. He says, "You knew about the virus. That's why you had the vaccine. If the military wanted, they could have saved thousands of people. We should have done more research on it. But the military kept the virus because they wanted a biological weapon. If the military hadn't hidden the virus and it had been studied in medical fields, we could have saved the early patients who were infected with it, and the virus wouldn't be spreading in the world the way it is now." The brigadier tells Sam that the entire city will be bombed tonight at 8 p.m., and this is a direct order from the president. Sam leaves and gets a call from one of his colleagues. The colonel informs Sam that the person who was first infected had smuggled an animal from a ship that arrived from South Africa a few days ago. We don't know what kind of animal it was. Sam somehow tracks down the ship and goes there. He tells the crew that he is a doctor in the U.S. Army and needs their help. The crew takes Sam to the place where the infected person's body is. The monkey that was brought from Africa also died from the Motaba virus. When Sam goes into the room, he finds a picture of the monkey. He realizes that this is the monkey that infected humans. This means that the virus is in their bodies, but they are fine because the monkey has the ability to fight the virus. If Sam can find that monkey, he can test it and develop a cure for the virus. Sam shows the monkey's picture on national television. He says that if anyone has seen this monkey, stay away from it and notify us as soon as possible. A lady sees the news. Her daughter has befriended this monkey. She informs Sam, and he arrives at her house with his team. Sam tells the girl who is friends with the monkey that she needs to call it. Everyone needs that monkey. The girl calls the monkey from the forest, and when it comes out, it is tranquilized with a gunshot. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army is shown flying out to blast the entire city with missiles. Sam calls the brigadier and tells him that they have found the host. In other words, the animal that spread the disease is now in their possession. The brigadier says, "I can delay the attack for a while. Get to me quickly." Sam takes the monkey to the lab, where they start the process of making medicine from its blood. Then Sam goes to his wife, who is severely infected with the virus. However, Sam has already created the serum for the disease, which he injects into his wife's body, and she begins to recover. Sam is informed that the order to drop the bomb on the city has not been completely cancelled. A plane carrying the bomb is still heading toward the city. Meanwhile, in the U.S. Army control room, Major Donald is shown. He doesn't want any serum to be made for the virus because he wants to use this virus as a biological weapon against the enemy for his country. Even after the brigadier informs Major Donald that they have developed a cure, he orders the complete destruction of the city to eradicate both the city and the cure. Sam positions his helicopter in front of the plane carrying the bomb toward the city. He radios them, saying they have the cure. "If you drop the bomb on the city, you will be responsible for the deaths of all innocent people." Major Donald continues to order the bombing of the city, but the pilot is convinced by Colonel Sam and deliberately drops the bomb over the ocean, saving the city. Major Donald then orders them to return to base, reload the bomb, and drop it on the city to ensure its complete destruction. The brigadier gets angry and says, "No more of your orders will be followed. You hid the truth from the president, so you are under arrest." He warns, "You'll go down with me, Brigadier, because it was the two of you who hid this virus from the world 28 years ago and bombed the area where many U.S. Army soldiers were infected with the virus." But the brigadier replies, "This matter has gone far beyond our control." Major General Donald is then arrested. In the end, it is shown that Sam goes to his wife Roberta, who has completely recovered. This means that the correct treatment for this virus has been found. This is where the story of the film concludes. The film was released in 1995. It has a rating of 6.6 on IMDb. The budget for the film was $50 million, and it earned $190 million at the box office. I hope you enjoyed the story of this film.